Cha Eun-woo, a member of the boy group Aroha who is known for his multi-talented talent and alluring charm, recently moved fans with his emotional statement about someone who is always by his side. In a short interview in between her activities, Eun-woo revealed that there is a figure who has been a place of vent and encouragement in every step of his life. However, instead of saying the name directly, Eun-woo chose to convey a deeper meaning to his fans. There is someone who is always with me. Aroha, you always stay in the heart, he said sincerely. He added that the figure he was referring to was someone who could best understand him. Despite not giving many details, fans believe that Eun-woo is talking about his deep emotional connection, both to Aroha and other special figures who have become a crutch in the midst of various pressures of the entertainment world. Right now all I need is your support. That's all I can tell you, he continued, hinting that he was in a time that required calm and strength from those closest to him, including his fans. This statement was immediately discussed on social media, with the hashtags #AlwaysWithEunwoo and #ArohaMeHeart trending on various platforms. Many fans expressed their support and made sure that Eun-woo was never alone. Cha Eun-woo once again proved that behind the glitter of the entertainment world, he still maintains a warm and sincere relationship with his fans who have accompanied him since the beginning of his career. The warm response from the Aroha also flooded various social media platforms. Many were moved because even though Eun-woo is known as someone who rarely opens up directly, he chose this moment to share the most honest side of his heart. I know he's strong, but hearing firsthand that all he needs is our support, it's heartbreaking, one fan wrote on X, formerly Twitter. Some fans also speculated that Eun-woo's statement was related to the difficult times he has gone through, especially since the departure of his best friend and groupmate Moonbin. Eun-woo's words are a reminder that celebrities are also human beings who can feel fragile and need a warm hug, even if only through sincere support. Along with the statement, many Aroha began to raise the #SupportEunwoo campaign by uploading messages of encouragement, fan art, and memorable videos showing Eun-woo's journey since his debut until now. Comments such as "We will always be there for you" and "Thank you for staying strong, Eun-woo" flooded the comments field of Aroha and his agency's official account. Although he did not specify who was always with him, one thing became clear. Eun-woo does not feel alone because he has Aroha, and Aroha also feels lucky to be part of Cha Eun-woo's journey. With all the achievements and challenges he has gone through, Eun-woo continues to prove that sincerity and emotional connection with fans is his greatest strength. According to sources from Fantasio's agency, Eun-woo made the emotional statement during a private fan meeting session held on a limited basis earlier this week. The event was titled Moments with Eun-woo and was designed as a more intimate space to deepen the relationship between Eun-woo and his fans. In a warm and heartwarming atmosphere, Eun-woo opens his heart before the fans who have accompanied him for almost a decade. He sat on a small stage, dressed in casual clothes and a face that looked a little tired but still exuded sincerity. "I can't always tell you everything, but you know when I need you, right?" he said softly, leaving many fans silent for a moment before giving applause and cheers of encouragement. Not only that, Eun-woo also presented a special song as the closing of the event, which according to him has a personal meaning and describes his current feelings. The song adds to the emotional atmosphere that feels enveloping the room. The event ended with a warm greeting and a sincere smile from Eun-woo, who looked teary but still tried hard. "I will keep going, with you by my side," he said before leaving the stage. For Aroha, the moment is not just a meeting, but a reminder of how deep the relationship between idols and fans is. In a fast-paced world, Cha Eun-woo teaches that sincere presence and support can be the greatest support, even for someone who looks perfect. Since his debut with Aroha in 2016, Cha Eun-woo has grown into a figure known not only for his visuals and talent, but also for his sincere and humble heart. Every step in his career, from music to acting, has always been accompanied by hard work and a desire to give her fans the best. The moment of recognition is proof that despite all the busyness and pressure of the entertainment industry, Eun-woo still makes Aroha his home and source of strength. Not just a fandom, Aroha is a family, a place to come back when things get tough. Now, after conveying his heart directly, Eun-woo seems more open and ready to step into a new chapter in his life and career. Many fans hope that this openness would be the beginning of a warmer and more honest communication between the idol and those who have always supported him. With his unchanging sincerity and the power of love from his fans, Cha Eun-woo proves that the relationship between idols and fans is real, alive, and growing. And as he said, "With you by my side, I'll keep moving." Even though he only said a few short sentences, Eunwoo's words have touched the hearts of thousands of people who have followed him in silence, encouraged his through the screen, and loved his unconditionally. It was that simple honesty that made him so beloved, not because of his perfection, but because he showed his human side. In a world that often requires us to be strong and smiling, Cha Eun-woo's courage to say that he needs support is a reminder to many. It's okay to be tired, it's okay to be honest, and most importantly, it's okay to rely on those who love you. In the glare of the stage lights, behind the camera, and amid the thunderous applause, Eun-woo remains Eun-woo, a young man who is learning to keep growing, who makes Aroha his home, and as long as Aroha remains there, welcoming every step in silence with warm love, then this journey will continue to be meaningful. Because of sincere love, it never needs a lot of words. Enough there. Like Aroha for Eun-woo. Like Eun-woo for Aroha. Now, after everything has been said, Eun-woo seems to be signaling that even though the world is constantly changing, there is one thing that will never shift: Aroha's place in his heart. In a fast-paced and sometimes lonely world, Cha Eun-woo is a reminder that genuine presence, care, and support still have tremendous power. That sometimes just one virtual hug, one word of encouragement, or one smile shared on the screen can be a light for someone who is walking in silence. There's still a long way to go. Many stories have not yet been written. But one thing is certain: whatever happens, Eun-woo is not alone. He has Aroha, and Aroha also has Eun-woo. It's not just a moment of recognition, it's also a reaffirmation of the bond that was there from the beginning, a bond built by time, struggle, and mutual trust. Aroha has been a witness to Eun-woo's laughter and tears, to his accomplishments and losses, to the glitter of the stage and the silence of the night. And behind it all, Eun-woo has become a lamp to many hearts that seek hope, sincerity, and encouragement in a world that often feels alien. That's why, when he says, "All I need is your support," the world seems to fall silent for a moment, giving room for that sincerity to flow and touch anyone who hears it. And just like a shining star never asks for applause, Cha Eun-woo keeps going with a wounded but still tender heart, with steps that may be slow but sure. Days after the fan meeting, hashtags like hashtag with Eun-woo always and hashtag you are not alone Eun-woo still grace social media timelines. Aroha from different parts of the world never stop showing their love with digital letters, artwork, to compilation videos of Eun-woo's journey from debut to today. Even some large fanbases initiated support projects, such as LED billboards in strategic Korean and overseas locations bearing the message, "We are here, always for you, Eun-woo." This project is not only a form of love, but also a statement that Eun-woo never steps alone. What Eun-woo said may be simple, but the impact is profound. He was not looking for sympathy, he was just showing his most human side, that even an artist can get tired, and that all he needs is a hug from people who understand him. That is, Aroha, behind the smile he always shows on the screen. There is a heart that continues to learn to accept, heal, and love. And Aroha, with all their sincerity, transforms into the safest home for a man named Cha Eun-woo.